Yes, it's a little shame that my phone did not allow me to speak. I just finished the whole chapter. It's only about 20 pages and everything, but it wasn't able to be spoken all the way. So we left, my phone went off, the recording went off around the time that the Guru had found out that the disciples had been neglecting. Okay, but let's take it all the way back. Let's complete. We're trying to establish here what is Chaturmasya, why to follow Chaturmasya, why is it at this time to do this Chaturmasya, and how was it established. This Chaturmasya is a time where Krishna wants to take rest. Krishna's been working too much and he wants to take some rest. So then when the demigods see that Krishna wants to take rest, they also want to take rest. But this taking rest is not the same as the devotees always wanting to serve Krishna. So this is only for the materialistic people. So all this, accumulation of jnana, yoga, and all this, they are not performed during this time. These mantras are not chanted during this time because the personalities that are supposed to help you out are wanting to take rest. But in bhakti, that is not not at all. So what we do is we take advantage, because Ekadashi, she becomes very happy that everybody is trying to take rest and not wanting to work. So let them just forget all their ways and we'll continue. And not only that, but Krishna, at this time, there's an advantage also because Krishna wants to be more concentrated in Vraj. He wants to be with those persons. He wants a place where he can stay, Now, when you want to advance spiritually, you actually want a place where you stay and where you can concentrate and go deeper and deeper within. So Krishna comes to Vrindavan to stay and be with his devotees. So bhakti, for us, we don't worry about this Chaturmasya. We take advantage of it. Yeah. This is the best time for us. Why? Because Krishna has a lot of fun in this time. Like I said, the Julan Yatra is going to start, And the Julan Yatra is such a beautiful festival. And then also the time where Raksha Bandha, that whole pastime was started by Balaram. So all these pastimes are going on during this Chaturmasya time. And of course, the last month is where the Ras Leela happens. So it's a very wonderful time for us that are involved in bhakti and want to continuously be involved in bhakti. So there was an establishment of this. There was a guru who tried to convince his disciples, brahmacharis, that it's better that during the rainy season they do not eat except one time. Why? Because the rains are bringing down living entities, and those living entities will enter into you and they'll want to take births. So they'll want you to have sex life. They'll put this into your mind. And eating the food stuff, it's always seen that during this time, all the fruits and vegetables and this, that, and the other are growing so much because the living entities are taking birth. And they're happy living entities. But their biggest happiness is if they get to take birth in a human form of life. So, not so good. So he was pretty doggone strict. He said, only one time, and what we're going to do is we're going to have a cow, and we're going to milk her, and then we'll take the kheer that we cook, and we'll partake in the kheer. So I'm trying to talk fast so we don't lose this one. So then, at this point, the Guru said, okay, you milk the cow, you clean the pots, you this, you that, and that. So after that, there came a time when the brahmacharis saw that, the cows are giving more milk, let's cook more. And then what we'll do is we'll put aside. Because what was happening is the guru was actually so much in contact that he could meditate on Mahalakshmi. And Mahalakshmi would come and take the offering plate. Yeah, she would take the offering plate to Vishnu. And then, of course, some part would be taken by Lord Vishnu, and also other incarnations of Vishnu also would partake in it. But sometimes there was nothing that would return. So the brahmacharis would have nothing to eat. So these brahmacharis were getting a little bit nervous that, sometimes we don't get anything to eat here. Getting a little hard. And they're doing there's actually 64 different things that you should do during Chaturmasya. Not cutting the nails, not cutting the hair, not, all these activities that should be stopped. And not putting oil on the body, just concentrating on the Lord's name. So then after a while, the brahmacharis got smart and said, okay, what we'll do is we'll make extra. So one time, the guru was offering, and Mahalakshmi didn't come. So the guru was saying, there's something that we're doing wrong. Please, could you tell me what you think is being done wrong, that Mahalakshmi has not come? She's not come for the offering. And all the brahmacharis were just saying, well, we're chanting all our rounds, we're doing everything you want us to do, we're doing everything in a clean way, and we're giving you the offering, and what can we say? And then, so the guru, he went into meditation. And in his meditation, he could see what was actually happening. So, then he approached Vishnu, and Vishnu actually came and appeared. And the brahmacharis were there, and the guru is there, and Vishnu is there. And Vishnu, of course, is, when he comes, he's very strong. So as he was rebuking the brahmacharis and everything, the guru said, oh, please, sir, they've tried their best and everything. I'll see if I can find, in other words, I'll take it out of your hand and I'll see what remedies that I can come up with. So at that point, the remedies were given. Okay, the first month, what we'll do is we won't eat like anything green, especially spinach and things like that. We won't eat that. And then in the second month, we will avoid yogurt. In the third month, we will avoid milk. And in the fourth month, we will avoid any, the peppercorns and also the oil made from mustard seed. Right? Yeah, from the mustard seed oil, we won't use in the last. And also, during the whole of Chaturmasya, we're not going to take any grains. Only a certain type of grain can be taken. This is Ekadashi, we don't take grains, but during Chaturmasya you can take grains. And the grains that we do not take is urad dal, because urad dal is used for worshiping mostly Sunny, and to take away like bad sins and everything like that. So it's not a preferred. Even in Maharashtra, they won't even take urad dal ever. They don't even want to see urad dal. They consider it very bad grain, but it's actually all right. But during this Chaturmasya, it is better not to take some of these grains that accumulate bad vibrations. They pick up bad vibrations, and then it makes your bhajan not so good. So with that, it became easier for the brahmacharis. They could eat a nice meal, but they were just avoiding the greens, then avoiding the yogurt, then avoiding the milk, and then avoiding the mustard seed. Oh, and that way, they made a peace treaty. Made a peace treaty. But the fact is that, the most beautiful fact is that in all this, Krishna wants to come to Vraj. He wants to sit in one place. Okay, I'll sit in one place for 4 months, but I want to be in Vraj. So here in Vraj, many great saints and sages, whether we see them or not, they like to come during this Chaturmasya. And many personalities are doing. And it's so much encouraged to do this that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta and also Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Maharaj, they had people take pictures of them when they had a full beard, 4-month full beard, so that they would know that we observe Chaturmasya. Now, each one of these rules and regulations are done for the process of renouncing something and trying to gain something. So, Srila Prabhupada, when he came to the United States and did his tours there, he did not observe this. And he even made a comment that he didn't want to look like the regular yogis that were out there. Maharishi Yogi was big bearded, and so many other yogis that were in competition were all big beards. I just remembering them makes you feel bad, because so many people would come up and say that, oh, this is a real yogi, yours isn't a real yogi. So Prabhupada wanted to make that distinction. No, we are clean shaven. We are not going to do that. But that isn't meaning that he didn't do it. He did it when he was in association with his god brothers. And that's for sure. There's nobody has to investigate, because that's for sure. That's how they all did these vrats. They did in accordance with what their guru was doing. So we know that he did also. But within the realm of preaching around the world, he thought it was better to look just like a common man. Yeah. Oh, so we're going to observe these rules and regulations during the 4 months of Chaturmasya and sit here. And an important part is to sit in one place. That's one very important part. It's just to sit in one place and lower the gratification in the food. Lower that so there isn't a disturbance to eat more and everything like that. So one can regulate their own ways. Even I sometimes bring up the subject, I can't remember which is which, but in deciding which vegetable to eat or not eat, sometimes Bhakti Vedanta Vamana Maharaj would disagree with Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Maharaj. These are simple little things, Yeah. One was cauliflower and one was cabbage. Yes, you can eat cabbage. No, you can't eat cabbage. Yes, you can eat cauliflower. No, you can't eat cauliflower. so these are humorous things, but Guru Narayana Maharaj, Bhaktivedanta Narayana Maharaj, Gurudev, he made a thing that says you're trying to please the Guru. You're not looking for some scientific backup or something like that, but you're trying to please the Guru. Even here in India, many persons say that if you eat or if you take your sugar cane during the rainy season, you'll get bad reactions, because there's too much dirty water and there's too much confusion. So just from that, it actually shows there is a difference. The growth of the plants now is different than the growth. And also you can tell when you're in dry season, you eat a lemon. It's fatty, like bitter. You eat a good, in the middle of just the middle of summer, hot, dry summer, and you eat a lemon. Ooh, it is. Well, now, in just a few weeks, I've seen such a change in the lemons, and the lemons are now larger, and that real strong, bitterness is going away from them, and they're becoming sweeter. So we do have things that we can actually see that, oh, I shouldn't eat it at this time. Oh, I should eat it at this time. Oh, it's and even spinach. Spinach will change flavor. That's well known too. That the spinach will change flavor during the times that it grows. So there's a time when you shouldn't eat spinach, and there's a time when it is going to act differently on you. So the Guru is giving some indications on what to do and what not to do, but in the same way, person has to figure out how can I do it without bogging myself down. Because the whole thing is to relieve you of the tension of all thinking about all kinds of things. That's the whole thing. But if it bogs down your mind even more, then it isn't beneficial. So you got to do it in a beneficial way where your body is calming down so that you can meditate. Eating too much will definitely put you to sleep. So that eating once a day is a very good gesture. Eating once a day. And I'll tell you how Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada would do. He even has the plate still. He would take a plate, put his food on the plate, put his arms behind his back, kneel down, and start eating. As soon as he has to take a breath and pull his head up, that's as much as he would eat during that whole day. So, and in a comical way too, Srila Prabhupada made Brahmananda Swami, who was always running around pretty big, he made him do Chaturmasya. And Brahmananda told me himself, he did it verbatim, everything. Sleeping on the floor, sleeping in a cow shed, sleeping, just everything, dealing with eating, everything. He did it exactly like it should be done. And he became skinnier. And he became, he could control his senses again. But because we have so many bad habits from the past, of course, he only did it once in his life, and he did get fat again. He came back. Yeah. But still, Prabhupada was really happy that he had done such a thing, such an austerity. So, we try our best. That's the only thing that we can ask. Just try your best to do this. Try to take advantage of it. Try to make the best of this. It's a good time for somebody who's interested in bhakti. Is a very good time. There's no interest in knowing when the marriage ceremony should be taking place or anything like that. That's it. Not this time of the year. Yeah, so that's put aside for a while. Okay, I can't think of anything else. Thank you very much. Haribo, Haribo, Haribo.